Hey everybody, looking forward to tomorrow and us gathering to worship Jesus. And it's great that you just pop in and check out where we're going. We're in the book of Judges. We started a new series there just last week. We got a little ways into chapter 2, and we're going to just continue on from chapter 2 into chapter 3. And we're finally going to now, in chapter 2, begin to be introduced to these characters called judges, these leaders amongst the children of Israel who were anointed deliverers, men and women who were anointed of the Holy Spirit to lead the children of Israel for a time, to be those who would mete out the justice of God and lead the children of Israel to follow the Lord. And it's amazing. You look at these characters, and some of them, boy, there's a lot of chaos in their own personal lives and in their own character, but they were anointed of God. And God used them to deliver his people. And as we turn to the book of Judges, what we find out is that truly Israel has descended into moral and spiritual chaos. We see it over and over again. Here they are, they're called to be God's people, to be a light to the nations, but instead they compromise, they make covenants with those who the Lord told them not to. They worship the idol gods of the nations around them. And what happens is this cycle of the nation deteriorating, and then God sending a judge and restoring them, and then returning to this chaos again. Now it says this in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 34, that righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. You know, it's interesting just to think about this, about the deterioration of a nation. Maybe we even look around the world today and we can see the deterioration of a nation. Nations. You know that that's always a spiritual issue? It's always a religious, spiritual issue that is at the heart of any nation having its downfall, because the Bible just tells us that it's righteousness that exalts a nation. And when a nation is given over to sin, the result is this: there is going to be spiritual, moral, political chaos. There's going to be people religiously, spiritually turning from the Lord, which just simply means this: they're going to tolerate things they wouldn't have tolerated if they'd been walking hand in hand with the Lord. And the fruit of that is this: there'll be a political deterioration and ultimately just like social chaos and crime. And that's the book of Judges. And what God does is this is the amazing thing about the Lord. He's so good to us. The Lord sends in deliverers. He puts his hand on men and women in the book of Judges, and he calls them to come and deliver his people. But it all starts with this: the people of God have to cry out to the Lord. They have to cry out to the Lord. And so, as we look around our world and as we consider just the things that we're going to be studying in the book of Judges, how important is it that we are those who are crying out to the Lord, saying, God, we need you to move in our day, in our time, in our nation, in our community, in Gibson's. And so, hey, it's going to be fun. We're going to be in Judges chapter 2. So I encourage you to be reading ahead. Read chapter 3 too, because we're going to look at Othniel, the first judge there. And we'll dive in. So looking forward to having you with us. You can hop on and join us online through our church website, ctkgibsons.com, and follow the live streams, or you can be physically here with us. You go to the website, book your seat as well, and we'll look forward to being together tomorrow. See you then.